All right, there we go. You able to see that over there too, Ed? That I was recording?
Yeah.
Damn. Thing tell every all you goddamn business. Hey,
Oh,
all right. All right. So this is the overview basically. I'm trying to move this other thing because I can't see the bottom of this. Well, can everybody see it? Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so this is like the overview for your solicitation when you're going on SAM.gov. Any contracts that are gonna be 25,000 or more, then this is gonna be the overview of your do in the RFPs sections. Now you don't have to do you don't have to go and read all of these. Well, you want to go over them. But the ones that's highlighted, which is going to be solicitation, contract form, information to offers, the cover page that will be on those solicitations, which is A. C is going to be the description, specifications, and statement of work. That's going to be one of the major ones. Um, and then you got L, which is the instructions, the conditions, and the notice to the offerers. And then M, which is evaluation factors for the awards. Now you don't have to go through this through your through the RFP. What would they call in order? You don't have to go through them in order. You don't really want to go through them in order. And the reason you don't want to go through them in order is because you want to first go through these main ones, the ones that I got highlighted up here. You want to go through those uh, first, because this is where you're going to get the information from that's going to tell you whether or not this particular contract is for you or not. See, and you don't want to spend a whole lot of time actually just going through each one of these, section by section. And then when you getting down here, say to K, you realize that, hey, this contract ain't even a contract that you can get. You see what I'm saying? So, that's one of them. That's an important. It's important for me, and it's been easier for me on trying to work it just like this right here in these steps. I'm also going to put this PDF, this little format. I'm also going to put it on the site too. I mean, email it to everybody so they can have it as well. But yeah, you don't have to go through every one of these, because some of this you'll see when I go to the next page. You're going to see that it may not even be for that individual, so you won't even get a chance to read none of that anyway. These are some of your long-term goals, something that you want to set aside for yourself. That's going to be key questions, and you're going to be asking yourself, is my company eligible for this? Then you're going to go to the set aside status. What is the deadline? Meaning, like, you want to go and look and see when that contract is up for bid. When is the due date for you to respond back to that bid, and how far that bid is off. Hell, if that bid is dated for, say, tomorrow, then you don't want to try to bid on that anyway. It's already, it's too late for you. So you want to look at that response due date. Another thing you want to do, you want to look at that, determine whether or not you can even do the work, by yourself, or is it something that you can actually partner up with another primary contracting company or another contracting company, period. And that's what's going to be in your statement of work. And then finally, you're going to be seeing if you can meet all the requirements. Do you have the right past performance references that they be looking for, key personnel that they may be looking for, any type of equipment that you may need on that particular job. You're going to be wanting to, evaluate to see if you have all that prior to going into responding back to that contract. Right here, you're going to see this is a solicitation on a contract order. These are the three things that you need to be focusing on when you go and look at a particular contract and pulling up that solicitation. Up here at the top right here, you're going to see this due date. This is the offer's due date. This is an older one, but I'm just going to show you. We'll go and look at one live in a minute. but this is the offer's due date. This, so if that offer's due date is too soon for you, then that's not something that you want to look at anyway. The next thing you want to look at is this big section right here where it says set aside. It says set aside and then 100%. So that means that this contract is 100% for the one that's checked off right there, which is going to be a women-owned small business. If you ain't a woman-owned small business, then you don't even have to spend no more time on this contract. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, you ain't even got to go no further with this because you're not a woman-owned small business. You see, and you if you are a woman-owned small business, but you know that the contractor that you're going to try to sub it out to, they're not a woman-owned small business, then two things going to happen. You don't want to bid on this contract if you ain't going to do the work yourself, or you want to try to find somebody else who is a woman-owned small business to sub that contract out to, because this particular type of contract is a construction contract. So it's going to require you to do at least 50% of the work. You see what I'm saying? So 50% of the work has to be done by you, and then another 50% will be done by this other company, but you want that it's 100% set aside for a woman-owned small business. So whatever company you pick, it has to be for another woman-owned small business. Then another area right here that you want to look at, which is number 14. All these solicitations are going to be just about the same for as number coordinates. These things are just like these what they call these things like 1040s, the 1040 EZs and all of them, how they are very similar. The Paperwork Reduction Act is what validates all this stuff. So most of all these gonna be the same. That number 14 right there, that's an RFQ. So you wouldn't and what we're talking about right now is RFPs. So this wouldn't be for you. So you want to look at that. So going in those things right here, first, the first part of this particular contract, then we know if we're not a woman on small business, that we don't even need to proceed with that contract. Right here goes into the statement of work. This is one of the first sections you want to go to. It's going to come here. You're going to see an area that tells you about developing this area right in here where I talk about develop and present customized training that encompasses the following. This area right here goes and give you in detail basically what they're looking for in that statement of work. You want to pay attention to that, seeing if your company can fall into that particular position to offer them whatever it is that they need. So you want to look at that. This particular contract has some objectives of the training, for the attendees and stuff like that. All of them, they're going to have, basically the same setup when they, in reference to the statement of work. Then you go over here into the offers, instruction, and evaluation, which is the Department of Energy. They intend to award a single firm fixed price contract to a responsible offerer whose quote is responsive to the solicitation and determined to be the best value and most advantageous to the government. So they're looking for somebody who's going to give them the type of work that they're looking for, as well as being able to give them a pretty good price for the work. They ain't always looking for the lowest price. They're looking for the best that's going to be, for the job, for a decent, for what they consider to be a pretty good value for them price wise. So you want to look at that, the offers, instruction, and evaluation, because that tells you right there, what are they looking for. In this case, they're looking for technical experience and past performance quotes. Now, again, your past performances doesn't have to be government contracts. Your past performances can be with local contractors. It can be with small local contractors that that you can put down. They don't have to be any big government contracts. Now, the thing about it is, some of you may say, okay, well, I don't have any past performances. If this is a solicitation that requires you to have past performance, then this is when you want to go ahead and partner with another company so that you can use their past performances. Because whenever you partner with a company going in on a contract, you can actually use their past performances. All this area right here, I recommend this to pay attention to this particular area right here, which is going to be the past performance factors, volume 3. And it goes and tell you that the government will evaluate the offer's compliance with technical requirements and performance standards for previous and present work. This is what we were just talking about, where if they requiring that, then you want to partner with another company that already have work experience or whatever with this particular type of contract, and you can partner with them and you get to use their information, you know, in reference to the job for your past performances. Then they go over the price, the offer's price quote. They'll tell you about the price. That's important for you. They'll tell you how, you know, it need to be reasonable and all that kind of stuff right there. But these are just some of the things that you want to kind of like look at when you're looking into those solicitations to see if that's going to be a particular contract that you want to go into. Then you're able to know what they expect of you, and then you know what they expect of them prior to, you know, answering to a solicitation before you even send a email or send your capability statement or even respond to that solicitation. You know how to go through that particular solicitation to value out the things that's more important for you and your company. And then, you know, when you go through those, these are recommended questions that you want to ask yourself. You know, is my company eligible for this particular contract? What is the deadline? As we were saying earlier, can I perform the work alone or as part of a team? And then, you know, whether or not you meet all the requirements. If you have those, if you can answer those, that will drive you toward that contract, then you can go ahead and say, okay, well, I'm going to go in on this particular contract, you know, no matter how big or small it may be. All right, let me do this. Go back. Oh, I think I can just do this. Okay, y'all still see this screen, or y'all see the SAMS.gov screen?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right. Okay, so let's go into how to find, you know, how to find this, you know, how to find this type of work that we're looking for. You know, you want to go to SAMS.gov. A lot of y'all gonna be them got y'all SAMS back already. Some of y'all probably still waiting, but you can either sign in over here to the right. You don't actually have to. I don't have to sign in to do what I'm gonna do tonight, though. But so you want to go right here to data. I'm gonna show you how to go and find these companies that you can partner up with that has gotten the money. I mean, you don't want to partner with a company that and spend your time and energy with a company that ain't got no money to put you on a contract at all, period, no way. So some of you guys are going to be actually going out trying to get contracts yourself, which are going to be some of the small no bid contracts under $10,000. They're going to be jumping into them. Some of you can actually go in, and I'm gonna show you how to actually go in and find companies that's actually looking for people to partner up with right now on contracts. You know, and this gonna be what we're talking about now is really gonna be dealing with that mentor protege program, because a lot of these companies are gonna be offering that. But you want to go now. You got some companies that's charging few thousand a quarter. I think Daryl had someone that was, I want to say they was offering, maybe offer him a deal from 1,800 to 3,000 a month to, you know, to get him data sent to his phone on these particular type of companies. But I'm gonna show you how to actually go and find these companies for free. I think I went over this on one of the sections earlier in the last month. But you want to go to data bank. You want to go to SAMS beta SAMS.gov. I'll bring you there, and of course this SAMS.gov will bring you to here too, but it just looks a little bit different. But you're gonna go to data bank, And then you're gonna come down to contract data. Make sure you got contract data clicked, and you wanna change it because sometimes it'll be sitting on standard, but you want to go to static. You want to click static, and you want to scroll down, and they're gonna give you a report. Here they give you a report on small business golden reports, and this is where you can actually go and find out where the money has went to. We went over this once before last month, but you can actually go there. You can actually go and see if the SBA has been meeting their goal for its funding in each agency who was funding and who they funded the money to. And blase. But this is what we're more interested in right here. The top 100 contractors reports contain an individual report across federal government-wide data and reports by department. When you click here, it's going to allow you to save this in a spreadsheet. But this is what you want to click. You want to click the fiscal year of 2020. So that's what we have available. Next month, wait a minute. No, the end of this month, because this will be the second month in our first quarter, in the first quarter of the year for 2021. This will update, so you'll have another update on where the money is going. All right, so this is for the fiscal year 2020. So you're gonna click here, and it's gonna download. It's gonna download either in Word. I think this one is downloading for me in Open Office, I think. It's going to give you a spreadsheet of all the companies in these companies of who has gotten the money. Most of these companies still got most of the money, other than ones they probably already contracted out for. Are y'all able to see this spreadsheet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Damn, this thing worked a lot better with this Microsoft this Windows 11, because before I used to have to swap back out to try to click on the screen to show. It's working a lot better. All right, okay. So what we're looking at here is the top 100 contractors for the fiscal year of 20. And supposed to be a longer list than this. Yeah, here we go. Let me drag this over. So down here at the bottom, it goes over the different departments that they have and who got the money in that department or whatever, depending on what department you're looking to get contracts in. If you was over here trying to do business with veteran affairs, especially if you're in the medical business, the veterans spending a whole lot of money in medical. Then the companies that which we're in veteran affairs here, but the companies that got awarded the most dollars was this Tri-West Healthcare Alliance Corporation. They got $8.9 billion. And you got to remember 23% of that money has to be spent with a small business of this money right here. So these companies are going to be looking for small businesses to do business with. We jump back over here to the federal contracts. You got agriculture, you got commerce, interior, U.S. Justice Department, labor, the Navy, state. You got all type of different contracts out here for these different companies. But these are the top 100 companies that that has received, money for government contracts. Lockheed Martin up here has gotten $76.8 billion in contracts, and that's over a period of over a number of 56,380 contracts. Um, so, but so let me tell you how to use this information. The way you use this information is you have to keep in mind, right? Um, these companies has a certain amount of money that they're able to touch. These companies also have a certain amount of money that they can't touch. And that's going to be close to $300 billion that's going to be on the table that these big companies like this right here, they can't access or they can't touch unless they partner up with a small business. See? So the way you use this information is if you see that this company right here has gotten 56,000 contracts that totaled up to $76 billion, then this is a company right here that you probably want to try to do business with, you know, or any of these particular companies. It can be Northern Grumman, which got 12,482 contracts with over $14 billion. See, but the way you use this information is you go, like I pulled up a company here, if that was on the list. Let's see. This is Lockheed Martin. They number one on the list. Okay, and with Lockheed Martin, they got different type of programs. You know, they got supplier diversity programs. You can come here and they tell you, you know, what all they purchase. You know what you know when they have their procurement. What it is that they do. They have this particular program right here that they have is called the Ability One program. Federal initiative to help people who are blind or severely disabled find employment by working for nonprofit organizations, which will be, you know, something that you can do that sell products or services to the United States government. Through that Ability One program, the federal government annually procures more than $2 billion in goods and services. And these services include ground maintenance, document management, administrative services, facility management, office supplies, fleet maintenance, laundry services, digital imaging, IT data processing, mailroom operations. All that, you know, they're giving you information as to where they're spending money, where they're getting money from, and how to go about, you know, reaching out to them to be able to get some of these contracts. Now, one of the things that I did with Lockheed Martin, I'm gonna show you in a second. I got a PDF that I think I emailed it to everybody. But one of the things that Lockheed Martin gonna have that's gonna be very similar to any other company is that the majority of the things that you're gonna be doing with them is gonna be by email. As in with any company, you're gonna be emailing these people, and when you're emailing them, you're actually going to be emailing them over your capability statement. That's what most of them are interested in, getting that capability statement. Then they're getting their receptionist or whoever to go ahead and key your information in, your NAICS codes. Well, no, they won't put your NAICS code in. They're going to put your SAM's unique ID number in, your business information, the POC, personal contact for that particular company, and then they're going to put in some of your primary NAICS codes by word. They won't just have a NAICS code in there. It creates like a digital Rolodex for them, and then they'll actually pull your information up on the SBA's website. But most of them going to ask you to send them an email containing the question that you may have or whatever. When here what it talks about, visit the mentor protege and the small business initiative innovation research. They tell you basically what to go and do. They have all different type of incentive programs that Lockheed Martin have here. This right here has got something to do with them Indian incentives. But here's the mentor protege program. And Lockheed Martin is saying Lockheed Martin is committed to development of small businesses through the Mentor Protege program. Well, Protege, see, all these big old companies now, this company here done got over, let me look and see, $76 billion from the government. And here it is, whoever working for them, they made a mistake. See, they left that P off that program. These people got billions of dollars, but everybody humans, so mistakes gonna be made with both them and with us, So, and then one of y'all making contact them, hell, they may give you some money for pointing it out. Who knows? But anyway, yeah, a lot of these big companies, they like to be able to, they stand firm on them being the #1 company and don't, and not have no mistakes. So they're the one right there that they can correct or have somebody to correct. They may never know. They may say, hey, you see that here, we'll give you a contract looking for some other stuff that we might have looked over. Never know. But anyway, they go here and they tell you how to partner with Lockheed Martin. Just through the Mentor Protege program. It says it's important to first have a general understanding of the federal program. That's why I was telling you, when you're going through doing your research, just make sure you have a general idea of what it is that you're going into and what you're trying to do. That way you know what you're talking about, how they work, and if your firm is eligible to participate. Visit some of the links provided to find a list of Mentor Protege programs, which they got more than one. If your firm qualifies for the federal program, and that's qualifying through SBA, and then keep in mind also that you as a protege can only have 2 mentors at a time. So you may have a mentor that may be Lockheed Martin, and then you may have another one that's BAE Systems, but you'll only be able to have 2 2 mentors doing that protege program, I think within the life of that period, by then these big companies will have caused you to advance so quick and so much that you won't even fall into the small business category no more. You'll actually be adopting programs yourself so that you can bring in other proteges that you can mentor. But the next step is to determine if you are a good match for partnering with Lockheed Martin, meaning that you can do some of the stuff that they looking for, if you can provide staffing for them, or if you can provide products or services or whatever. They tell you that we generally seek potential proteges who meet the following criteria. So they're telling you right here what they telling you that they look for. And if you're a new business and this is a company or a firm that you want to, try to do business with, going in as a protege, then now you have the opportunity to position your company to provide some of these things that they're looking for. And they saying have a common shared vision, goals, and complement Lockheed Martin products and services, which Lockheed Martin is into warfare and all that kind of stuff too. They got a lot of contracts with the Department of Defense, a lot of them with the Department of Treasury and the Department of Energy. A long-standing supplier partner to Lockheed Martin, or have a specific technical niche or strategic opportunity proven. They got another mistake. They got opportunity proven together. So operations and financial stability. Note, Lockheed Martin requires a need assessment, which the firm will be asked to supply financial information prior to any agreement is submitted. Have the resource available to commit to a potential 3-year program. If an IT company like Lockheed Martin generally requires security clearances. And basically the only thing you're doing is just, if you want to become a protege for Lockheed Martin, you're doing this before you actually put in for your mentor protege. At this time, you're looking for companies to partner. That's what we're talking about right now. Looking for companies to actually go in to become a protege with. And say, if you feel you are a good match for Lockheed Martin, send an email here. That's where you're going to send your email introductory letter to your, about your company, containing a brief description of your firm's capabilities, business size and how your firm meets the criteria listed above. You know, when doing business with any of these particular companies, you know, you're gonna introduce yourself to them, um, let them know that you're interested in becoming a protege and having them as your mentor. Send them over your, you know, that brief description, attach your capability statement to them, and then they're gonna call you. They're gonna hit you back. You know, they if they see you're a good fit with them, or you have did your research to see what it is that they look for when they're looking for a protege, and you position your company for that, they're gonna pick you up because they know for a fact that you can help them get some of them 300 up to $300 billion that's available on the table for small businesses. Um, so that's with Lockheed Martin. And then I attached here. Um, are y'all able to see this PDF? This Lockheed Martin.
yes,
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So this is one of the this is an overview of the federal government mentor project program that Lockheed, you know, with Lockheed Martin. It's got some pretty good information up in here. I think I emailed it. I emailed this to everybody, but it's got some pretty good information up in here in relation to that, you know, mentor project program. And if you can go through here and um, actually, you know, look at the summary that they have um, with Lockheed Martin, which is one of the hardest, well, not hardest, they're one of the biggest companies out there, Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, but Lockheed Martin, they get some of the biggest contracts every year from the federal government. And they also get them back to back because they very quick to pick up proteges, and they know that the more proteges they pick up, the more of that $300 billion they're able to take off the market. See, but now they at one time starting out, the small businesses like that we have was going in getting quite a good bit of different mentors. And what they was doing was they was getting mentors who was actually in competition with one another, you know. And so now they has it where you only can get 2 mentors going at a time, you know. I think I don't know this for a fact, but I heard that some of the small businesses were find out what contractors is bidding on a particular job, then they shoot their information out there to both of them to increase their chances of being able to get on a contract with them, you know. So now you have to now you're only going to be able to get 2 at a time. But yeah, they got a lot of information up in here. Right here where it talks about these are the SBA small mentor project program, mentor protege program. Some of the things that you're going to need, you're only going to need a business plan whenever you get ready to do this mentor project program. But the SBA has a guide that they just guide you through on that business plan to submit to them. They saying that, you know, most of the companies are new, but the business plan is just they give you a sample of a business plan to actually go by. The SBA really try to help you to get, you know, to become a protege. And the reason for that is because they're the ones that govern how that money has been spent at the end of the year, and if that money was spent the way it was supposed to be spent as directed by the SBA. But yeah, when you go through this, you're going to see there's some pretty good stuff up in here under this mentor protege program with Lockheed Martin. But anyway, so how do you use the information that we were just going through? So let me go over here to this one particular company here. They're a pretty big company contracting with the federal government. I'm gonna show you how most of their website is gonna be somewhat the same. You just go through and find them, find these companies. But this company right here, they have hold on. When you come to these companies' websites, most of them are going to bring you up right here to the home. homepage, just giving you a little information about what it is that they do. You know, you want to go through these companies' websites to actually see what it is that they do, what type of business they engaging in. All these companies, mostly all these companies, are going to actually tell you when partnering up with them what all they actually expect. But you want to go over here where it says opportunities, and then you're going to go down to where it says procurement and contract. Some of these websites that you may go to for these companies may have just a link that says subcontractors. And some people may think that they're talking about subcontractors that they already have contracts with, but they're actually talking about anyone who wants to become a subcontractor with them. And you can go there and actually just register on it, you know, with their website to become a contractor. Now, you don't have to be in the Minotaur Project program to actually partner up with these companies as a subcontractor. You know, you don't have to be that, you know, in that situation with none of these companies. The Mentor Project program is just a program that they have so that you can partner up with them to be able to get large contracts, you know, and then to be able to have that mentor behind you that's going to fund you for everything from equipment and all that kind of stuff. But whatever company you partner with, we're on a government contract, they allow you to use that company's past performance as well. But anyway, they got different little links right here. They have a vendor registration link. Most of that, if you see a vendor registration link on any company's website, you want to make sure you click on that vendor registration and you want to actually come in and register with this company. See, and here's the new vendor registration right here. Move this around, and you'll just click there and register. So let me go back. Yeah, any company that provides that, you know, you want to do that. But you want to come here and you want to go to small business. Here, these links here, this is what's important. This area right here, small business. They telling you what they spending out, basically, you know. They also telling you here that they committed to consistent growth, maximizing and utilization of small businesses to contribute to a tank farm mission. You know, whatever it is that you may, whatever service you may provide or whatever product you may sell to the government or to these individuals right here. But this is the information, this is the most important information that you're gonna run up on right here, going within these sites. They telling you how much money that they're gonna spend with each set aside, with each individual small business. So 58.2% of the money that they get is going to be spent with small businesses, period. Right? Okay. So that's all of us is within that 58.2%. This is why I was telling you guys that, you know, as long as you get your company set up and you're waiting on your certifications, like for the females in general, you're waiting on your certifications to come back as a woman-owned small business, or if you're waiting on for hubs on 8A, you know, that can take a few weeks to a couple of months, really, depending on how slow they are. But you don't want to wait on that because if I'm saying, okay, shit, I'm not gonna put in for no contracts because I'm waiting on a woman-owned small business to come back. But shit, I'm only waiting on 5.8%. When I can go ahead on and utilize the fact that I have a small business and get some of that 58.2%. See, so that's important. All right, they actually give you the small business program manager's information. They give you her email address, phone number. They give you her name there that you can send questions over, see what they're saying, or to send your capability statement over to them. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, that's very important. You see, with me, if I seen a particular contract that I was looking at, or if I'm just trying to get on their list to do business with them, period, with whatever services is that I may be providing. I'm going to send that person my capability statement. I'm going to send them my capability statement, send them an email, letting them know who I am, blase, blase. And 9 times out of 10, mostly 10 times out of 10, they're going to contact you, you know. So you got that information here. Most of all the companies as well going to have these small business links, where you can come through here, and you know, most of them going to be government links as well, but they'll have these different small business links. Another thing you want to look at is these small business events that they have. If any of these companies that you go on, that you're trying to do business with, if it's in your area, or if you're available to, you want to go to these small business events, because this is where you can actually go to an event and actually meet some of the how can you put it, the shot callers. This is where you can actually go to and meet some of the shot callers, you know, hand in hand, get valuable information, you know. This particular, they got a virtual attendance right here, which is the second Thursday of every month from 9 to 10 a.m. With this particular company right here. But yeah, so if you go on one and you see where they got these events or whatever, you actually want to try to attend some of those events. And especially if you as we was talking about last week about looking for fruit that's in your own backyard, you see Chamber of Commerce saying that they're going to have this or have that down there, and there's going to be contractors down there. Shit, you want to get your business cards together, and you want to try to be down there. Take you some business cards, introduce your company to some of those contractors. You know, some of those contractors, they out there looking for companies. You know, a lot of them right now looking for a lot of companies to provide temporary help to them for employees. That's why I was telling everybody, try to make sure you put temporary help on for one of your NACE codes, so that you don't miss opportunities to be able to get workers to go work for them. So here they got a link, just as they did with Lockheed Martin for the Mentor Protege program. And if you want to, you know, here they're telling you that they have a Mentor Protege agreement with Elite Construction and Development. Elite is base. Here they made a mistake. They big money too. You know, like I say, some of them they making mistakes. So they got base, so it's based in Pasco, Washington, and there's a small disadvantaged business. All right. So this particular company right here, that's under their Mentor Protege program, they're gonna expire. See, so when they expire, you can be putting in, you know, to actually go in as a Mentor Protege under the Mentor Protege program as well. You know, but that's how you go to these companies to be able to utilize that information that they have here in finding these companies. You go in and you just go in and Google these companies and look for their the keyword going to be looking for is like procurement. You know, if you type in procurement on one of their websites, that stuff gonna come up to be able to do business with them. You know, one of the other things I wanted to go over was I had a few people asking me whether or not their business was going to be in a hub zone or not. What you want to do is you want to Google hub zone. I think you want to Google hub zone map. Let's see. Yeah, right here. Yeah, you want to go to hub zone map. And you basically gonna enter our address. I don't know. Let me see. I do this. I go to my own time. See what if this now. Evidently, this whole area where I'm from is in a hub zone area. You see where it says right here, qualified hub zone? That's how you determine whether or not you're in a hub zone. A lot of people don't know if they're in a hub zone or not, you know, but it'll come up right here saying qualified hub zone. Now, some of them will tell you that it's a hub zone area until like a certain time. Let's see. Yeah, some of them will tell you that if it comes up, like if it's a time frame for that particular area as it's being considered a hub zone, it should come up somewhere over in here, and it may say something like qualified hub zone until such and such month 2023, something like that. So you'll know how long how long your business will be in that area, being in that area as a hub zone. Now, to be considered to be in a hub zone area, you got two factors. Your principal office has to be in a hub zone, and 35% of your employees must live in a hub zone. You got it? So if you're a one-on business and your principal office is in that hub zone area, and you are a one owner business, then what that means? You 100%. You the only employee you got.
Qualified.
So you automatically qualify. See? Now, if you had 4 employees, then at least 2 of you guys has to be in that live in that hub zone area. If you got 4 employees, at least 2 of y'all got to be, because at least 35% of the employees has to be living in a hub zone area in order for you to be able to get hub zone. So if you're the only employee, then you automatically gonna qualify. If you got 2 employees, then you're automatically gonna qualify if you live in a hub zone area, even if you don't, because you automatically account for 50% of your employees. You ain't got but 2. See? So when you got 3 employees, then you'll qualify along with your business, and then just with yourself, you'll qualify. And then when you get 4 employees, at least 2 of y'all got to be in that area in order for you to qualify. And then 2 is placing it over 50%. So that's how you go and find out whether or not your company is whether or not you're going to qualify as a hub zone. Let me see which one of these companies it were. I think it was and a whole lot of money going to hub zone. But if you use if you use the fact that you're a small business, period, without any set asides, or before you get into your set asides, man, you're still getting pretty good bit of money, pretty good bit of contracts, So hub zone 2.2%, so ain't a whole lot of money. This would be my primary focus right here, and then for the women, they're gonna have, being a woman-owned business. When you get to 8A, that's what you're talking about, getting some real goddamn money when you talking about 8A. But main thing is being able to be under the small business right here. All right, so I know y'all should be very, very familiar with this this particular page right here. We go over this right here a lot, but I can't express enough about this. I can't express enough about this particular site right here. All I can say is that the FPDS, this particular site right here, is the gold mine for contracts. When you come here, this is where you're going to get a lot of stuff right here. You're going to get information from here at the level of a contracting specialist, unlike anywhere else that you want to go to within all the 4,600 government agencies. This is going to be where it's at right here. And you can go and get a lot of information from right here as well, even with those top 100 contractors that we was looking at a little while ago over there with Sam's. But So let me show you how to use this right here as well. Um, when you're going into these contracts, I'm gonna just show you in like real life form. All right, so um, okay, let me do temporary help. Remember last week I told you guys you can go through here and do an advanced search as well. You can click over here and do advanced search, do new search and add, and then you can come here and you can click down on this right here to actually, if you want to go and search by state, zip code, all that. If you want to search by NAICS codes, you can. If you want to search by non-government dollars, if you want to look at, man, this right here is a gold mine for government contracting. You play on this thing right here, you get familiar with this right here, you're gonna keep some contracts coming. I'm gonna tell you that. All right, so let's go to we're gonna go to date sign, look for something more relevant. Here's a contract from yesterday. Another thing, when you're doing, when you're looking for these opportunities in the procurement contracts, is always look for, the main thing you want to look for is when some of these contracts expire, because when these contracts expires, that's your opportunity to go in and say, okay, well, I see this contract is about to get ready to expire. So boom, I'm finna hit these people up. I'm finna email these people. I'm finna send them my information so that they can have me, in their database for maybe the taking over this particular contract or one like it or or whatever. But so let's click view. We'll click view here and look at this particular contract. Okay. Additional work, new agreement, justification required. Okay. So this particular contract was for temporary nursing, nurse 3 services. So Jacob Creek Job Corps Centers up in Bristol, Tennessee. Modification to add work within scope. Okay, so that's potential to actually add more work within that scope. So depending on, so this must be gonna be a short-term contract, a few months. Yeah, so okay, so they're looking for this particular performance start date to be May the 27th, 21. And so it's a continuation. This was a continuation contract. So this contract started May the 27th, 21. You probably got some nurses out there for COVID related stuff or whatever, but they did another date sign. This company did a sign on the 4th, and this contract is to be completed within by December the 15th. And it was a contract to find, basically they just got paid to find some workers. This 43,000 ain't covering putting the workers to work. This contract was covered to find the work because this is a temporary help. So they got this contract here just to find them workers. It doesn't really give any scope of information on, yeah, that's all the information it's going to give. Let me see. And there was only one offer received. So, only one, this company just walked in and got that contract, so, so let me tell you, if I'm gonna be looking at this contract, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do, what I would do, how I would do with this particular contract. If this was one that I'm looking for, or I'm looking to get something like this, I'm finna contact this. I'm gonna contact this guy right here. But for what I'm gonna do first is I want to find out a little history about this particular guy that's writing out this particular contract. So I'm gonna copy his information. I'm gonna come back over here. I'm gonna paste his information in here. Damn, let me get all this out first. I'm gonna paste this information over here in the search so I can find out how many contracts that he done actually given out. So this individual done given out 781 contracts as of November the 5th to date. And all these are his contracts. So what I want to do now is, since I'm looking up on all his contracts, I want to go to date signed. And I want to look at his, his latest 5 contracts that he had. And so here's a contract, the one that we just looked at, which was November the 4th. Here's another one for November the 4th. Here's another one for November the 4th. Here's another one for November the 4th. So within just yesterday alone, he done given out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He done given out 7 contracts since yesterday. All right. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go back over here. I'm finna contact this guy. I'm gonna contact this guy, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and find out when his contract ends, which is this particular contract ends on December the 15th, 2021. What I'm finna do is since I know that only one person actually, only one person bidded on this, put in for this contract, then I know now that when this contract ends prior to this contract ending on December the 15th, 2021, if I'm the next person that's in with him and now it's 2, then I already serve a 50% chance on getting this contract. See, so what I'm gonna do is, I see the contract is expiring soon. So I'm gonna contact this guy. I'm gonna email this guy, send him over my capability statement, and I'm gonna email him and I'm gonna say, hey, I see where where your department issued out 5 contracts or 7 contracts on November the 4th alone. And I see where one of those contracts is gonna expire next month. And I'm gonna tell him or her, a little bit about my company in that email, what my company provide. And I'm gonna also let him know that I would like to get a better understanding of his requirements to see if I can help him with this scope of work or with this type of work. You see what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say, here's my capability statement. I'm not gonna have a whole long email. I'm not gonna create a biography with it. It ain't gonna be nothing long or nothing like that. So I'm basically gonna let him know about my company. I'm also gonna let him know about the contracts that I've seen that he's awarded out. And then I want to make sure that I attach my capability statement along with my phone number, email address, blase, blase, and I'm gonna ask him, please give me a call. That person's gonna give you a call. Keep in mind that what this has done with this individual, it shows them that you've done your homework. See, when you let them know that, hey, I see where you're giving out 7 contracts or 5 contracts, just this month so far as of the, November the 5th. In the scope of work of which you do. You see what I'm saying? And you let them know that you see where they're about to expire, what at least one of them is about to expire. You let that individual know that you have a concern to do business with him. You also let that individual know that you've done your homework. That sparks an interest with that individual, because keep in mind, these small business specialists, their job is to find options. See, their job is to find options. I'm gonna show you why. Okay, let me go back over here. Date sign. Let's go and look at these contracts. See, that was picked up for temporary help by him. Okay, we start right here. All right, so This company right here got this contract was out of Cape Coral, Florida. That was an option. This one right here is out of Houston, Texas. That was an option. Now, these are the company names right here. So when I tell you they got options, that's what I'm telling you. They looking for options. They looking, the more companies that they can find that can provide what they need, the better for them. See, Bravo Incorporated got a contract from them, and which was yesterday. Now, the action obligation was 56,000. Earth moving and excavating equipment, that's a project service code, okay, for them. So 56,000. I can guarantee you that contract probably more than that when they finish up. Oh, it's 56,000. So again, they look for options. They gotta have options. See, and when and he don't, this person got contracts in several different places, got contracts, you know, in different areas. So Bravo Incorporated was an option. Adventist Technology Incorporated was an option. United Service and Sales Incorporated was an option. Global Force USA was an option. Global Force came back and got another contract for them from them. They was an option again. Then they got another one. This is the third one that they got. That was another option. Then they come here and got another one. That's the fourth one. They got that was another option. So when you reach out to these companies, I mean to these contract specialists, you know, you just telling them, hey, the same scope of work that you just put out, I'm also able to provide that type of work. I can provide you with temporary help. I can get people to come and do work for you. You know, let them know that, hey, you have the ability to get them workers in any state, anywhere that they may have work at, because how hard is it to get them workers to work? They got labor ready, labor finders all over the place. You know what I'm saying? You when you contact him and you find out that he need work, let me see what the place of performance at for this. Oh, hold on. Place of performance. Yeah, this was in Tennessee, in Bristol, Tennessee. Yeah, so, and then this company is out of Texas, I think. Yeah. Yeah, this company is out of Texas. So they out of Texas and they done got a little contract to send some nurses out to a job corp center, you know. So yeah, job corp center. So yeah, you know, you
How
can,
does that work?
huh?
So how does that work? So if we are like looking at these contracts, we get the contract and to, like you said, find the workers to send in there, is it like something we have to like ask
Well,
around, post an ad, like what?
yeah, but see, evidently this company right here, they done got quite a few contracts with them just yesterday, for temporary help, no matter what it is. This one just happened to be for nurses. The other one had something to do with construction, because I seen something on there with earth moving and stuff like that. So, and equipment and stuff. But see, it's as easy as getting on the phone with what they call them, medical staffing company. Yeah, medical staffing company or temp agency, and just calling them and saying, hey, I'm trying to put an order in for some workers, and you know, to do a particular job. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And then they'll tell you whether or not they have those workers or not that they can call. You see what I'm saying? You telling them what you're going to be paying in that particular area, and they're going to have the workers for you. You know, but he's getting paid. This was, I can't really say that this contract was for 3 nurses. I see where it say temporary nurse -3 services. that it looks like that will be what it was for, you know, that they looking for 3 nurses. And it's gonna be a short period of time for them working, but this is gonna be his finder's fee for getting them nurses. The nurses still gotta get paid. The nurses ain't getting paid out of this right here.
So what we just trying to locate some people that could provide the work.
Yeah,
So
you look,
if we call the temp service and say, hey, we're looking for a nurse who can put up working blah, 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 thing, and they say, yes, what happens then?
then you send over that order. See, they're gonna send you over a worksheet to fill out that's gonna tell them how much you paying them. See, and
The sign is, I mean, not the sign, the temp service?
yeah, the temp service is gonna send you over a worksheet as to how much they're gonna let you know how much they
Charge me?
yeah, how much they're gonna charge you for those workers.
Okay,
They're gonna charge you, they're gonna send you over what they call a comp rate.
okay,
Yeah, and that comp rate actually goes in and basically tells you how much, say for instance, okay, let's say for instance the government is willing to pay $3.50 an hour for, they willing to pay you $3.50 an hour per nurse, you know, that's working, right? And then you contact a nursing or whatever they call it, these nurse staffing company, right? People that got the nurse. That company may tell you that, hey, man, I'm charging $2.25 an hour for my nurses, right?
mm-hmm.
Okay, well, the government paying you $3.50 an hour, then you paying him $2.25. He's probably gonna pay his nurse maybe $125, $150 an hour.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Or if they working up under what they call COVID conditions, you know, they're paying outside of COVID, they wouldn't be paying that much. But I'm just talking about, you know, as of right now, from what I'm seeing, you know, within this right here, I don't know if this gonna be a COVID contract or not, because the money for them paying him to find those 3 nurses ain't a whole lot, you know, if it was COVID. I don't know if y'all remember, we had one guy that got a nursing contract when we first, I think it might have been the first week that we was on. He got $400 and some thousand to go and find, I think it was 5 nurses. But they was it nurse practitioners or something like that, that contract was for. But yeah, you basically it will be for any work. I mean, if you get looking for like some of these, I think one of these was let me see, that's support management or whatever, this road clearing. Let's look and see what this one right here was about. He got $13,000 for that. This okay. He got 13,000. So this is for snow plowing. Snow plows for Ford F-350s or whatever, and then road clearing. So they got him this contract, right? He got this contract for equipment. So evidently this particular company is leasing equipment to them from the 2nd. Well, he signed the contract on the 4th, so it starts immediately to run to January the 21st of next year. So they actually signed a contract with him to actually rent them out some snow plows for Ford F-350s and Chevrolet 3500P. So they looking for snow plows for Ford F-350 and a Chevrolet 3500P. See now, and then that was 4 offers received. Evidently, this company right here gave him the best offer. You know, that's United Services out of Salt Lake City, Utah. So at this particular one right here, he provided under what they call a PSC. He provided them something on the product service code, meaning that he provided them with a product of service. See, so say for instance, you in a particular city and and the city is looking for new police vehicles or something like that, and you go and you find, uh, you see on the board where they on the list where they looking for, so many, Chevrolet cars or whatever, Dodge or cars or what Dodge Chargers or whatever them people drive, SUVs and stuff like that, brand new. And you've already, and you say, okay, well, I'm gonna be on the lookout for, any particular, whether it's the police department or fire department or whoever may be looking for new vehicles, you're gonna be on the lookout. You may have it set up where you're getting an email, a notification that, this department is going to be looking for certain type of vehicles, brand new. Well, what you do is you go ahead on and submit your capability statement over to the dealership themselves and let them know that, hey, you're going to be looking, because the car lots can't, I mean, the police department, you know, they can't go and deal directly with the, dealership. So, you're going to basically go to the dealership, submit them your, I'll be looking for those type of vehicles. See what I'm saying? And try to get the best deal from them that you can get them. And whenever the police department or whatever do put up a solicitation that they're looking for those vehicles, then you go ahead and answer to that solicitation, because you've already, did your legwork, you already did your homework on what they're gonna be looking for, based on what they got, maybe 3 years ago. You know, they ain't gonna get a new car every year, but maybe every 3 years or whatever. I think so every so many miles that they put on the vehicle, they have to start getting new vehicles. But you can become the individual that they're gonna actually go through, that contractor, where you becoming the middleman for the police department or the fire department to get vehicles for them, and you probably gonna make you $2,500, $3,000 off of every vehicle that you provide to them. You see what I'm saying? You know, and at that time, that's a product service code. That means you provide them with a product for service. You know, yeah, but you know that's how you want to go about. You know, that's how you want to go about doing that. You know, you want to email these. You know, you want to email these people, do your research and on what they now this particular contract is ending on January the 21st. Something like this, I probably, you know, if I knew I got a connection or if I searched around for a connection, well, I'm gonna tell you right off the rip. Snow plows, they're gonna need that. They're gonna need that salt for the snows. So if you got any kind of connections, or you can go and find a type of connection for that, you're gonna make some money. Because a year before last, up in Chicago, man, they didn't have no salt for the roads at all, period. They couldn't find them nowhere. And they say some little young boy wind up calling somewhere, you know, way in another state. The guy wasn't even in Chicago, in Illinois, but he was in another state. But he did his research and found a salt company that was able to, you know, provide the salt, give them a good deal, and ship the salt up there to Chicago. Did it's a ship that, you know, they shipped it for him and everything. And he was able to get that contract. You know, I can only imagine how much money he made off of that, because when they can't find no salt nowhere around in the neighboring states, and they willing to pay anything for that salt at that time. So, you know, I can imagine how much money he probably made, you know, off of that salt, you know, going out doing his research, you know, and just emailing the people, emailing and telling them, hey, you know, you need rock salt. I mean, I don't forget what they call it, damn salt, but it's for that snow. You know, some of you guys up north, y'all probably know the legal term that they would call for that salt. But that particular guy, he executed on that contract. Some young guy, I heard, you know. But yeah, so that's how you tackle these particular type of contracts. Your first thing that you want to start doing, you know, as of right now, is to go ahead and start doing your research, looking at other contracts. I would stay on this particular site right here. I'm telling you, this is a gold mine. You go in there, on FPDS right here, you come in and you do your search based on what it is that you're looking for. um, your keywords or whatever. Or like I said, you can come here, not there. Yeah, you can come here and do advanced search. You can search by NAICS code. You can search by the city. Make sure you click new search right here when you do it. But you can actually come here and search by different things, award statuses and all. But if you want, and it's going to always come up with older dates. But you come over here to the right and you click date sign. Y'all will be able to see all of this in some videos, some of those videos that that we have on the site, is on the Advantage site as well, you know, to help you along if you forget, and then as well as those PDFs as well. But again, you know, I would stay on this right here. You know, this is where it's at, you know. And then if you want to look at, they got the let me see, hold on. It's over here, they'll have the top 10 department by full name. They have the top 10 contracting agencies. Then they have the top 10 businesses, legal businesses that got these particular contracts. You know, this company right here, what we looked at, that got this contract, they got 456 contracts already. You see that right here. These are also companies that you can actually, you know, partner with. You can partner with them, you know, and get contracts. Yeah, these are the top 10 that has gotten contracts with this particular guy here. You know, so this particular guy right here, he like Global Force, or either Global Force is staying on them. Evidently, Global Force is staying on them. They you know, they own them, because when they bid on this particular contract, when they got this contract right here, they was the only one that even put in for it. Yeah, they was the only one. You know, so whoever has this company, they own it. Let me see. We can go and check them out right quick. Do a Google search on this company. Yeah, that's what they do. They in the field of providing, you know, temporary help. Services, technology staffing. She don't have about no medical staffing, but they got that medical staffing contract. Talent search. Accounting. Oh, they got health science, administrative, clerical, finance, call centers. Yeah, these people here, let me see, contract, vehicles, capability statement. Let's see what their capability statement look like. Founded in 2007, is a woman minority owned company. 8A, small disadvantaged business. 20 years of collective experience. 17, 7. Now let me tell you, I don't know if you guys know, but let me tell you a secret to that experience right here. You can be a company that's 5 months old. If you've been doing this particular type of work for 10 years, that company already have 10 years experience. If your wife or husband been in this field, both of y'all been here in that field for 10 years, that's 20 years of collective experience. That's what these people get, you know, this the wording of what it is. It ain't you telling them that you've been in business 20 years. You know, it's telling they care about the experience. You can been in business 50 years and your key person who does all the work quit on you. Now here it is, you, the individual that is stuck with doing the work and you don't know nothing about the job. Shit, you can't say you got no 20 years experience because the company been around. Shit, the man that got the experience don't quit on you. So that's where all your collective years experience come from. But see, he got okay, so temporary help services, that's what really got him his medical, putting him in position to get those medical contracts for those nurses. Human resources, okay. IT, administrative management. Yeah. But her rather. If you look at their capability, like sometimes I try to look and see who, like what companies, these companies make a lot of money. And sometimes I try to look and see in some of the work that they doing, you know, compared to some of the stuff that I may do, I see little mistakes or whatever on their capability statement right here. If you look over here where it says that who are we, you see how that W going over into this this backlash up here. That's something that I probably would have tried to straighten out right there. As well as down here where they pasted these in right here. I probably would have tried to push that up a little bit more so that my capability statement would have had this, the little rim around I guess the foundation part of the backlash right here. I probably would have had that done a little bit different. But this company right here, it can be a company just like we got. It can be a company where somebody's running from home. They have a virtual address and they just able to do everything from home because, you know, what they don't really need, they got a company set up where you don't need to come into their place at all, period. You know, they just providing staffing. You tell them what you need, people can go. I'm pretty sure they probably had it where you can go on their website and actually apply. Let me see, job search. That's more certifications, capability, job timesheets, services, buyers, home, job search. That's searching for jobs. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have somewhere on here where if somebody's looking for some work or whatever, they can actually come and apply for something on here. This is the job search thing that they have here. Might not be theirs, but it may be one that they got uploaded from other platforms. And then when somebody put in that they looking for this particular job, then they can contact wastewater treatment worker or whatever contract that's looking for this particular job. They can contact them and say, hey, I got a person that's I'm gonna send for an interview for you. And when you send them in for the interview, yeah, that company that's looking for that person, they're gonna contract that money out to you. So basically, they paying you to pay that person. You're gonna make your money. You know, this company here, you know, looking at their website, you can tell they ain't put a whole lot of money into their website. I can look at their logo right here and tell that, you know, it looks as if they just, you know, had somebody to copy something and paste it right there. But you can't go by the websites at all, period, you know, with this type of stuff, you know, but from the website, looks of the website and stuff like that, I can just about tell that they, you know, they probably either at home or, you know, it's a small facility, you know, that they doing business, you know, doing business out of. You don't have to be no big corporation. You just need to look like it to be able to get, you know, some of the contracts and stuff that you need. Just being able to have the right tools, you know what I'm saying, to get them, you know. But let me get out of this. So again, the key thing is being able to go in and basically, you know, snatch some of these contracts up. That, you know, that's $30,000 he got right there for placing workers to do That's temporary training instructor 2 services. Shit, he got training. He got the contract. So evidently, when this guy got that contract, he got a contract for different employees. This at the same damn job center that he put them nurses at, and it was on the same day, I believe. Yeah, yesterday. So 9 times out of 10, when he contacted this guy said, "Hey, we're looking for more workers. If you want to be, then you think you can get them?" He was like, "Shit, yeah, I can get them." So he got all the contracts yesterday for that. You know, let me see how many people put in for that. He was the only one for that one. You know, so they just gave him that contract. Yeah. But so again, you know, if I was you guys, that's what I'll be doing right now. I'll be doing my research. I'll be doing getting my capability statement together. Um, and I'll make sure I get my personal contact for these different companies. Let me go back over here, and then I'm gonna get ready to close it out. But if y'all got any questions in between, then just let me know. Okay, so we're gonna go over here to Sam's. Search. I want to go to contract opportunities. I don't want to sign in. Here we go. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead to Sam's. I'm gonna go to contract opportunities. I want to show you a few things. Let me do a painting contract. Let me find a contract right quick. Okay, another thing you want to do when you remember when you're coming over here, you want to go to notice type. You want to go to notice type and you want to do sources salt. This is what you want. You want sources salt. Okay. And then the dates you can do your dates for within the next 3 months. So that way you got time to actually prepare for a contract. You see what I'm saying? You can get a scope on what's out there. But this is exterior painting. This was the Department of Defense. So the Air Force has this. So this may be on the base or whatever. But let me click on this. Okay. Classification. I want to see documents. Painting. Okay. No, this one. All right, let's see what's in this. Maintenance and specifications. So there's going to be protective coding. So 9 times out of 10, when you get this contract, they're going to want you to have a QA inspector out there for this. But I'm gonna try to go in this contract and see what type of their solicitation report is it's not exactly like what we was going through earlier on the little slideshow, but you're going to be able to see a lot of the stuff that they that's going to tell you about this contract right in here. These are the general requirements, you know. It's going to give you information on the description of work, talking about the building, the miscellaneous structures, the pavements, miscellaneous, some of everything, always down to giving you definitions, references, work by government furnished products. And this is what's going to tell you about the responsibilities of the government, what the government is going to provide and what the contractor is going to provide. So these are important areas, like, you know, if you're going to go in and do this type of going in and doing this particular type of work on their property, you know. The limits, operations, site access. I mean, you know, by being a government site, some of your people may have to have a TWIC card for security clearance. Clean up, hauling, telling you what you have to do if you got any what they call it, materials that need to be disposed of. There's for us like man, what's the word I'm looking for?
Hazardous waste.
Hazardous waste. Yeah, they'll tell you how the hazardous waste, according to OSHA, how it has to be properly disposed of, where the cleanup site is. A lot of times, if you're on government contracts and you're gonna have hazardous waste when you're dealing with painting, you got any old paint and stuff like that, it has to be put into drums. Has to have a material safety data sheet attached or out there so they can know what type of materials is being put in that drum, as well as how that material is supposed to be handled while it's on the site and when it leaves the site. And then you also have to have a contract with a company that can dispose of that stuff once you do bring it off. You can't just put that shit anywhere. Then it goes on to talk about protection of government property. You know, they're gonna want to make sure that you got your insurance and stuff like that. Most of them are general aggregate insurance, $1 million to get on just by any government project, unless you're going on to a nuclear power plant, something like that. I think they want you to have like $2.5 million insurance. But all this stuff in here, this is what tell you everything. Yeah, they got something right there: waste disposal and recycling plan. Disposable area, which is your landfill. I was just telling you about the dumpsters, which is going to be those drums, those 50-gallon drums and all that kind of stuff. So basically, when you go into this right here, when you pull these worksheets up, they're going to go in and tell you everything that they expect for you. They're going to tell you the description of work, what they're looking for in the buildings, paint the interior and exterior of the buildings, including surface preparation. Surface preparation is going to be an area where, say for instance, you're in an area and it doesn't require you to sand or sand blast a material to the bare metal. When they're talking about surface preparation, they're talking about where you may just going to do sand a few rough spots or sand a few light spots, and then you're going to come over and do a cleanup with if it's in a interior building with, say, sheetrock and all that drywall and stuff like that, you're probably going to use water for that. If it's in a steel area, you're going to be using cleanup thinner. I don't know if OSHA allow you to use thinner now to clean up. I think they stopped that, but you'll use a cleaning solution that's appropriate for that particular abrasive that you're cleaning. But they go in and tell you about surface preparation, may include lead-based paint abatement and disposal in the court. Now, if you taking this particular contract and you see something with some lead-based paint, then whoever you got working for you, they need to have that card that certified them to be able to deal with lead-based paint. You know, because you can find yourself in a bind, you know, dealing with lead-based paint. A lot of evidently this tell me if this is what that is, then this is an old ass building or old boat, because they ain't used lead-based paint in years. So that tells me right there that whatever it is that they dealing with is pretty old, you know. But again, I'm not gonna, you know, stay on this a lot. But when you go in and you look at this, these solicitations, they basically going in telling you just about everything that they making everything clear to you if you just go through and reading it and be able to see what it is that they what they want, what they expect of you. They telling you what they're gonna furnish, you know, and they telling you what the contractor responsibility is here. Uh, Contractor use. This right here, they go in and tell you about the contractor use of the site, the premises. They'll tell you you got a designated area for you and your employees to be at. They're telling you your cleanup right here. Sweep job site as required to ensure spillage, debris, mud, soil tracked around the work site is removed and does not accumulate. Telling you, making really just telling you keep your area clean. Going over the hauling, protecting the government property, the maintenance, you know, maintaining, repair, pavement drives and all that kind of stuff. If you know what you did had something to do with that, you know, they're telling you to maintain and keep it in good shape. Disposal area, waste disposal area, recycling plan, fire protection. They're gonna go over that with you. A lot of times when you get ready to take your employees on a government property to work, your employees going to have to go through an orientation so that they can know all the exit points when it comes to fire hazards and stuff like that, drills, what this different horns and all that kind of stuff means, if they in case they have to evacuate, how to make sure that they're not evacuating and going into an area where it's contaminated, looking at their flags and all that kind of stuff, see where the wind is blowing. They're gonna go through all that kind of stuff with you when you go onto those sites. Going over safety, but you want to look at, when you look at one of these right here, and you get familiar with this, then this is just about how all of them gonna look and read when you're trying to provide a scope of work that's got something to do with putting workers out there to work. All that it's gonna look, I mean, it's gonna look basically the same. You know, it's a lot of pages, don't get me wrong, but this right here telling you everything that the government actually expect of you out there on that property. You know, let me go down to some of the good stuff. Environmental plan. Yeah, that's the environmental plan amendment. Trying to get down to what? Oh, these are the color codes and marking for the pipes and stuff. So, okay, so they're gonna actually be they evidently they're gonna be actually putting painting stuff on pipes and stuff too. Yeah, first coat, plaster, gas from wood. Okay. Yeah, so they're actually gonna be painting pipes and stuff too. Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty big contract right here. There's gonna be a lot of money involved in this contract. They got a lot of work out there. Exterior metal, sandstone fiber popular. That's the color. Yeah, so this particular contract here is gonna be a pretty big contract. Out there for that. All right, let me go back over here. Source of salt construction. It's gonna be the translation. That's the paint translation. Housing facility. Let me click here. This plate didn't even come up. Oh, I gotta download these. Save. All right. This area right here to tell it. I'm gonna tell us about what they expect, insurance and all that kind of stuff. once this word open up. Paying involved current contractors place of performance. Yeah, this right here be waiting on this word stuff to open up, but this will be a pretty big contract right here. A lot of money will be involved in this contract going over that work. Let me go over this and then I'm gonna let y'all go. Knowledge. Every time I say I'm gonna be an hour, I end up keeping y'all longer, but I'm sorry about that. But I just want to, make sure that, some of y'all, well, everybody know, how to facilitate around these different sites and, so you can see that it's okay to play around with these sites and go on different things and look at it because trust and believe, to get these government contracts, you got to know this shit, and it ain't a whole lot that you got to know, but you want to be familiar with it, that's the most important thing. I don't want to edit. Okay. All right, so this is right here is earlier what we was going through, I was telling you about that solicitation where we was talking about that. We was talking about the RFP, and so this one right here don't have a RFP, which is a request for a proposal. They don't have that right now at this time, so they say. But you'll see that right here. There's no solicitation available at this time, but you don't really need that for this. We're looking at a contract, that's a little ways off. I think I put it in for like within 30 days, next 30 days or whatever. And then some of them are RFQs, which is going to be a request. If you see something that say RFQ, that's a request for quote, meaning that, they send it to you. They send you the information and asking you to give them a quote on it. That's going to be a request for quote. But normally we'll be looking for a request for proposal, which is a RFP. Primary contracting specialist, this is that individual right here. Again, even if I ain't taking no contract like this right here, if I know I'm in the painting and I do painting, I'm finna get all these people information right here. The contracting officer, you got all this shit right here in one spot. On the other site where you'll be contacting some of them, you'll have to actually ask them to connect you with these type of people or to get their information. But right here, they got it all in one spot. So I would get his information, her information, and his information. I get these people information, and all three of them will get an email from me, letting them know that I'm in this particular type of business, and send over my capability statement. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everybody ain't gonna want to go to no damn Japan to do no painting, but that's some big ass money. I can tell you that. It's some millions. That's some millions of dollars of contracts right there going over there working in that type of stuff, and environment. But it's gonna be on a base, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be on a base, but it's some big contract right there. If you owe child support, you definitely can't go. But you can send them workers over there.
You're hilarious. Not if you're on child support, don't go.
Yeah, if you're on child support, you ain't going out of the country over there. You got to send somebody else over there to work. Yep. So, but the right here, when it's requesting the information, this is important right here. They telling you all of them just about going to work the same. They're telling you the following requests are designed to assist 18th contracting that place over that Air Force base over there in Japan. It's tailoring requirements to be consistent with the industry capabilities or the industry practices. please provide your responses to the following. Please limit your submission to no more than 15 pages. And they're asking for the offerer's name, address, point of contact, phone number, and email address. If you know, and if you got your cage and your DUNS information, it makes it a lot easier for them if they got their cage and DUNS, because only thing they got to do is go on there and put their cage number in, and all your stuff going to come up. And that's why it takes so long for them to get you in the SAMs, because while they're registering you in SAMs, they're actually registering you in all 4,600 government databases. Then it said, please indicate if your company is willing, able to provide payment requirement, or if there are any reason that prevent your company from providing a proposal should a formal solicitation be issued. You know, so and there's no reason for you to even be responding to this right here if you ain't prepared to be able to, you know, provide any type of payment. Why would you respond to this contract if you ain't gonna be able to provide no payment? Are there any barriers that to you competing for U.S. government contracts in Japan? And one of them barriers is gonna be child support. If you got any child support or warrants or something like that, you ain't gonna be able to make it over there. So if you're trying to go yourself, if you have those,
I have a question. So how would you find people, like if this is in Japan, how do we find people while we're here in the United States to go over to do that work?
oh, that's easy, because the average person that go over there and work finna make about 250,000 a year.
So is that up to us to like do the research and make sure they, you know, they're clean and they got their passport? And
Oh, yeah, they're gonna have to have a tweet card and all that before they even, you know, get to that point. And then they're gonna make the government themselves, when you get that government contract, they're gonna have to go through their security clearance.
okay, got it.
Yeah, they'll go through their security clearance. You know, you ain't gonna have your own, but yeah, you know, them people go over there to work, they finna be tax free. When they go over there to work, they gonna make about 250,000 a year. Payment. And that job that they got, that's a job, they're gonna be over there for a while on a job like that. All that work that I seen that they need, you know, they're gonna be a while on that. Shit, it take people down there 3 weeks to paint a house over here in the United States. Much less going around painting a whole barracks on a big ass compound. So they're gonna, and then they dealing with lead-based paint. So that place hadn't been painted in a long time for them to have lead-based paint up in there.
Who got the plug on the Mexicans? Inbox. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, the Mexicans ain't going to Japan.
I already know.
They go a lot of places, but they ain't gonna go to Japan. But yeah, that's a good contract to work on. Some people tell you that you can get a contract like this right here and try to get with a company over there that's already got Japanese people over there, but that won't work. Because the United States have to clear their own people to work on their base. They ain't gonna clear. They're not gonna get no Japan people to work on their base like that. I had a guy one time to tell me about. It was in Korea, about he contracted out to a company over in Korea to do the work that was on base, but they ain't gonna do that. The government ain't gonna. The reason I'm gonna tell you the reason why they're not gonna do it is because the company was already set aside for a U.S. company to get that contract, and by this being a construction contract, then that means that company this is a sole source award. Under salt source notice, so this company is going to have to be an American-based company actually putting people over there to work. You ain't gonna be able to do it like that. Yeah, but yeah, so you know, basically all these contracts like this right here, if this one had a solicitation, you'll see a lot more information available, but this one right here don't have it. But the solicitation gonna be pretty laid out like it was with that other one that we looked at. Yeah. So, but anyway, yeah, so it's, you know, this is, you know, a little information that I wanted to give you guys, you know, so that you can know what you need, what you want to start planning on doing, you know. And again, the most important thing is being able to go ahead and, you know, look into making contact with. If I was you guys, what I'll be doing is over the next few weeks, I will be spending my time emailing. I'll be going through these NACE codes. Like one day I'll do a NACE code for this. I'll be getting all my contact information for that particular NACE code. The next day, I go ahead and email my capability statement out to all those companies that I found or want to do business with under that particular NACE code. So every other day, I'll be doing NACE code, because the day after then, I'm going to be sending out emails. The next day, I'm going to be doing another set of NACE codes. Boom, sending out emails, you know, over the next couple of weeks. You'll be surprised how many companies you don't actually, contracting specialists, you don't actually send emails out to. That's ready to do business with you. You know what I'm saying? You know, as a small business, you know, that's what I'll be doing right now. You know, trying to lock in some of those small contracts. Yeah. Anybody got any questions? No question. All right. I hope everybody know, you know, how to go about, you know, how to go about finding this stuff. If you don't, we got plenty of videos, you know, uploaded where you can go at, you know, go about it and actually find this stuff. You can come here and do place of performance too as well. Like if you're in, I don't know, say instance you're in, let's see. I'm gonna just say Ohio. They don't have nothing. Oh, I ain't got no keyword up. Let me put some up here. Janitorial. I won't. All right, so now I got to come here and I need to do dates. You know, I want to do response due date in the next 3 months. They don't have nothing for the next 3 months. So let me see about the next year. All right, next week. So they ain't got a whole lot. They don't have a whole lot for janitorial in Ohio right now. Oh, let me check for acting actor too. No, they don't have a whole lot right now. Let me do another state. See about Alabama. I got one within the next week for Alabama. This is on leasing office space. Request for lease proposal. This is a good contract right here. GSA have their contract, and this let's see when the due date is. It's due on the 7th. So
It's Monday, I believe.
yeah, so if it ain't picked up Monday, it's gonna go over. It's gonna go past that. But damn, this is a good contract. Ain't no real estate agents out here.
No, I guess not.
Shit, lease of non-residential building except many warehouses. This in Dothan, Alabama. They're looking for a minimum of 1,770 square feet, maximum 2,000. Woo! Hey, listen, let me just tell y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all some money right here. So you don't have to be no real estate agent to get this. The only thing you need to do is get on the phone. Okay. The U.S. government seeks to lease the following office space through Automatic Advanced Acquisition Program. That's the AAP. They're looking for it in the city of Dothan. This is the area that they somewhat looking for in that area right there. They're looking to do 10 years, but 8 years firm. Firm mean guaranteed. Okay, let me tell you how that works. If you find a building, an office space, and that office space is rented for, say, let me see. Say for instance, it's renting for $19.75 a square feet, and they're gonna rent, and you're gonna find them 2,000 square feet. So this is how that works. You multiply that 1975 times 2,000 square feet. That means that they paying you $39,500 per year on that contract. They looking for a 10-year contract, but now they're gonna do 8 years firm. So that $39,500 is what you can get it for, 1975 square feet. All right. You add $5 onto that. So let me see, 1975 plus 5. So you're looking at $24.75 that you're gonna tell the government, okay, I found a building for you for $24.75 a square feet. And the government say, okay, cool, for 10-year contract, yeah. All right, so Ed, the one that owned the building, he gonna only charge me $19.75 per square feet. And I'm gonna do a 10-year loan. I mean, a 10-year, I'm gonna do a 10-year lease with 8 years guaranteed, right? So the life of my lease is gonna be 10 years. So here it is at $24.75 that I'm finna build the government times 2,000 square feet comes to $49,500 a year that they're gonna pay me to lease this spot for them on contract. Okay, I multiply that time 10 years. The size of that contract is $495,000 per year, right? Okay, I'm $500 $5 a square feet in the hole on this contract. So when Ed let me write this contract out to the government for 10 years, now I got a contract that's worth $495,000. This is what I'm finna do. I'm finna go to my bank and tell my bank to give me $3.50 on my $5 per square feet per year. So this is what the bank gonna give me. $3.50 a square feet times 2,000 square feet. They're gonna give me $7,000 per year times 10 years. That's 70 grand they're gonna give me to buy me out my contract.
Wow.
70 grand to buy me out my contract. And then the bank gonna make the other $1.50. So the bank making $1.50 per square feet, and they ain't had to rent shit. The bank making $3,000 a year, and they ain't had to loan no money or nothing like that. Only thing they did was gave me my part out of the contract. So the bank finna make $30,000 off of that contract just by cashing me out.
Man.
Easy money.
Wow.
Oh shit! Other locations offer $49.52 a square feet. That's
Oh,
way
how much?
Man, he got me over here drooling. Shit.
Yeah, I'm at $19 a square feet. Them other locations, they telling you other locations are charging $49.52 a square feet.
Hey, we need to get in on this.
ASAP.
Man, this money.
Dad, all of us in this group is 14. Hey, somebody knows somebody. Let's get it.
Yeah.
AAP to satisfy the above space requirement. Shit, man, that's easy money.
Yeah, because I definitely know some real estate agents that's down in that area.
Shit. Only thing you gotta do is take this information down. Well, let me go back up here. You
Yeah.
see it? You see it right here. This is the notice ID number right here. All you gotta do is copy that note, write that notice ID number down. When you go and do your search over here, put it in that search. It's gonna come right on up. This is something that they're looking for within, this is something that updates, okay, updated date offers due by the 7th. Yeah, it's due by the 7th, 6:30 p.m.
Yes, indeed.
Easy money.
Easy.
Hey, that's way more money than I thought I would have been getting.
Hey, well, listen, we got to the 7th. We got 2 days. Can we put it together?
Yep.
Listen, they telling you they ready for somebody to give them this shit. They telling you other locations offered $49.52. Only thing you need to do, find you something that's gonna be cheaper than that $49.52. You in the game.
You got it.
Tell us how to start looking. I'm in OHIO.
Lord have mercy.
I'm gonna show you how. Let me show you how you find shit like that. Okay, Dothan. This is in Dothan, Alabama.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna show you what you do. You go to LoopNet, LoopNet.com. LoopNet, I can find a goddamn chicken warehouse with LoopNet. Okay, so you want to go to leasing and you want to do Dothan, Alabama. Dothan, Alabama. You want to do leasing and they looking for office space up to 2,000 square feet. So you want office space. All right, and you want 2,000 square feet. Okay. Dothan ain't but so big. All right, I'm gonna show you how fast you can find 2,000 square feet. They might not have 2,000 square feet in there. They ain't got the full building, but they gotta have. They might have 2,000
Go
square
down,
feet.
go down one. I seen one.
The
Where-
one that went
Yeah.
up to
That's it. The
4,000.
3840. 3840 Mance new. Go up one. Yeah, right there.
This one.
Go
The
down one.
second one,
This
Yeah.
one.
right
Yeah.
there.
Oh yeah.
Technically, they all said something to 1,000 to 6,000 square feet.
Yeah, but see, you ain't on. They want some office space. This right here, this a build out.
Okay.
So it need to be like in an office building type of setting.
Yeah, it
So
need to
like,
be.
like
It's
she was
like
saying,
that first one. This
if it
first
says
one I'm trying to show.
1,000 square feet to 6,000 square feet, you still in the sweet spot because they want 4, right?
Yeah, you want something like this. See, this building here got a total of 50,000 square feet.
Yeah.
You want them in something like this. See, now that's 6,000 square feet right there, but it's a condition is a specific suite. So, okay, and it's set up for medical. But basically what you're doing is when you come through here, see, you get with a realtor because there's going to be spaces on here that's in Dothan that's not on here. You know what I'm saying? But
So you will find a realtor in Dothan, Alabama, and tell them what you're looking for.
what you're looking
Have them
for.
hunt it for you.
Yeah, what you're looking for. See this right here. Okay, yes, it's a little too big for them. Yeah.
Man, 49.
Let me see what they see. They charging $22 a square feet.
Yeah.
See, now they charging 22, but then the government say they got an offer for what? 42 something?
49.
Yeah. So look at it. Look at the difference in between the amount of money that you getting per square feet.
Man,
See, all that money yours.
correct.
And I'm like JG Wentworth. I want my money now. I'm going to the bank.
Nah.
Right now, it's my money and I want
Look,
it
did
now.
what I did for the government. I'm on contract with the government for this contract for 10 years. And I'm at 19 or $20 a square feet. Give me $15 a square feet and you keep 5.
Yeah.
And they're gonna cash me out. Simple as that.
Wow.
Yeah, you just have to go through a realtor, available space.
Put the max for 2,000.
2000, yeah. See, they only got a few on here. Yeah, you can go through there and you can, on here, you can go through there and actually like do the demographics to what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? You can do it by zip code, address, and all that kind of stuff. But the see something like this, you can afford to even, you know, try to, you have to get in like different, you really want to get with a realtor and tell them what you got, what you're looking for. And that realtor, they're gonna find it because they got a listing of companies that's not even advertising on LoopNet. See, they got to pay to be on LoopNet. So it's gonna be a bunch of places in Dothan that's got what you're looking for, but they not advertised on LoopNet. But yeah, so I mean, shit, that's a good ass deal right there. 49.52, and Dothan average lease is, this is in a nice building right here. So, you know, I'm pretty sure these people's square foot is probably way cheaper than that.
Yeah. But then you got to call them.
Oh shit, that's a 2-bedroom house. I don't want no shit like that. But you know, when you put the government in somewhere, you want them being some shit nice, because that whoever that individual that you found it for, oh, they finna be on you. You're gonna be the person they're looking for every time.
They ain't going to the hood.
They're gonna 3 to 5 year lease on this one.
$11.
Huh? Yeah, that one there, $11.76 a square feet. So, and they in a little building, and now they may be in something like this right here.
Yeah.
One they're they're looking for 3 to 5 years, so you know they're gonna do a 10-year lease.
Yeah.
They on the ground, suite 5, 2,040 square feet.
Man.
Shit.
Screenshot.
Huh?
That's a screenshot.
Oh man.
Shit. $11 to $12.90 per square feet.
Lord have mercy.
Oh, we got air traffic.
That's
Yeah.
a nice view too.
Yeah, so the government will be in, they'll be in something like that, got their own little area. That's a nice little spot right there.
Yeah.
And you can expand on it. You see all that land back there? We can bust that down, build something else, add parking.
Come on with it.
Okay.
Damn. It's yeah, that's a nice little deal right there.
Hey, I just want to say, I know this is our last night of Zoom, but I want to thank our moderator, Ed, and I want to thank our coach and just, you know, everybody that's been in the group. It's just been super informative and more than I could have ever expected for the amount of money that we paid. And I just want to thank y'all for taking y'all time on Friday nights when you're not getting paid and you don't have to, and just showing us plays and taking our questions. I just want to tell y'all thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
That's
We
sweet.
enjoy doing it.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
And we appreciate you because this is about to change a lot of our lives if we get in here and we stay focused and execute the play over and over.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. I mean, no one, huh?
Hey, but I also thought about getting a group or something started so we can stay connected when we get the contracts. You know what I'm saying? Get like a Facebook group or something so we can stay connected.
Hey, did the video freeze? It's quiet.
I don't know. Hey, Troy, you all right?
I still see it, but I don't
Okay,
hear
me
him.
too. Let's see.
Yeah, it must
I
have.
see you, girl. You got a pretty smile.
Oh, thank you so much. Where you at? What's your name?
I'm Kim. I'm in Ohio.
Okay, hey Kim.
Hey, girl. Hey, I see you and your king. You got your king on there.
Thank you,
Thank
sweetie.
you.
He's my best friend.
I know that's right. Shoot, and y'all making money together, building an empire. That's the way to do it.
I know. I can't thank God enough for connecting me with Twine and Ed. There was someone else. She's not in the group. Her name is Monet. She's an amazing, sweet person, and she helped
is.
me to
That's
make
how I came in the
appointments
group too.
with Twine. Yeah. So
So
everything
Hey,
you
that-
said tonight in your appreciation, I totally concur. I totally agree.
Yeah. Hey, Twine. Hey, y'all, like I said, I had thought about getting a Facebook group or something so we all can stay connected when you looking for these contracts, man.
Yeah. Before my this thing went out, I don't know what I did. Damn, I better
Yeah, I
make sure.
think that's a great idea, but don't forget to put all our contact information so we all can still stay connected and let's get this
Oh.
money.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Ed create a group because I ain't too familiar with that Facebook thing like that.
It's all good. You familiar with the meat? We might be familiar with potatoes. You know what I'm saying? And I'll make a meal. And
Right.
everybody,
He familiar with where the money resides.
and everybody eats.
Yeah, what a mother reside.
Yeah, so I'm also gonna do a video. Wait a minute, not next week sometime. I'll do a video also that that's gonna be screenshot. Me actually going through with a contract. I'm gonna email to everybody, so they'll have that too. But anybody that got any questions or anything like that, only thing they gotta do is just hit me up, Yeah, we're gonna do this group thing. I'm gonna send out some emails because what we're gonna do is start partnering up. Once everybody, get situated to what they know what they're doing after say about a month, we're gonna have another Zoom check-in to see where everybody's at. Like a month from now. But if you have any questions or whatever between now and then, just hit me up. But a month around, let's say around about the 1st of December, we'll have another Zoom to see where everybody's at. And then because at that time, December will be going into the end of the first quarter, the money start coming in with the contractor. So in the second quarter, which is January, February, and March, is the second quarter for the government. It's going to get busy like tax time. They're going to be busy responding to you, sending you information, sending you stuff. You see, they still got contracts right now. That guy just got 4 or 7 contracts or whatever. He just give out, but we want to start partnering up on some of these small contracts, helping each other out,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
Hey,
Yeah.
this is Mr. Steele.
I still I couldn't find where we figure out where that weed contract was at.
You go to FPDS and just type in marijuana.
I couldn't remember what that contract was, what the name of it was.
No, just go to FPDS and then go into search and put in marijuana.
Yeah.
And then when you put in marijuana, just click
Date sign.
You're gonna see the most recent ones. Yeah. You type in crack cocaine, heroin, all sorts of stuff. The government do it all.
Ed, didn't you take down that information, Ed?
Yes, indeed.
She asking you.
He took it too far.
Huh, Ed?
Yeah, I believe I did.
Well, I'm gonna need for you to pass that back along. I got the email address somewhere around, but I was trying to locate that doggone country.
All right. Yeah.
You got some you need to be burning that marijuana wherever you located. All you gotta do is contact put your city in. It'll tell you what they Who, we ain't gonna be nobody but the police department or the feds that's getting you to, destroy drugs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
for the site.
Yeah, but you gotta have that NACE code that you do that before first though.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm sure it's plenty of them out in the countries up here.
Yeah.
They got all that land. They just ready, just
Yeah,
bring it
they
on.
gonna, yeah, they ain't gonna do nothing but sit out there and watch it burn off.
Man, be high for days just from the fumes.
Now they gonna make you wear a respirator.
I'm poking a hole in mine.
But yeah, they're gonna make you wear a respirator. Everybody have a respirator on out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they burn it to I think they burn it to a crisp, but some people be, I heard some people be getting a little.
I ain't talking about the burning one. I'm talking about the one that we said about them people and that they ain't supposed to be on the job smoke.
The snitch.
You talking about the
That
snitches?
423,000.
Oh yeah, for them snitches. They want to put them snitches up in the workplace to spy on people and see if they
that's what I'm talking
if they high
about.
on drugs. Oh yeah. Now that's temporary help there now. That's a
Exactly.
temporary
That's
help
what I'm
and
talking
stuff.
about.
Yeah.
You find plenty of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
John and Ray.
Yep. They're gonna be in there singing like a
Hey, this is Mr. Steele. How are you guys?
All right, good.
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Good, good. I just had a question for you regarding the group. You're leaving that up to Ed. Ed, I wanted to know if it would be easier for us all to leave our email addresses in the chat, or how did you want to do that?
Or
I think I got everybody email. I got everybody email addresses.
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, I got them when everybody went and registered. I got everybody email addresses.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Yeah. So
All
we'll
right.
leave it up to Ed for that, and
Thank
then
you guys for your time and everything, and the added support, answering
Oh, yeah.
questions, everything that the young lady said earlier. You guys are amazing. We appreciate it. This is the hand up that we all need.
All right.
yeah, all right, I appreciate it, man. We're gonna have some. This is our first time actually doing it like this, so we're gonna be. It's gonna get better and better, but for us, you know, and then everybody in the course have become ambassadors, so they have the opportunity to resell the courses and all that kind of stuff to be able to make more money off the courses as they sell. They're gonna be able to you know, be able to do a lot more within this group. You know, the main thing is we want to try to go into 2000 and everybody who, this is one thing I want to say before we go. Everybody who has gotten they sounds back, or the people who put in for their sounds and they waiting to get their sounds back, keep this in mind. The minute you get that SAMS ID, you are officially what they call a certified government contractor. So when you're out and about and you say, okay, well, look, I'm gonna stop at some janitorial places that's in the area or whatever. When you do your business card, put on your business card, put your SAMS ID on there and put on there certified government contractor. You're gonna have a lot of contracting companies that when you tell them about SAMS, they thinking you're talking about Sam's Club. You know, contractors that's been out there for years don't know nothing about SAMS. You know, when you put on that, just know that you're a government certified government contractor. And when they see your SAMS ID number, they're able to go pull your company up. You know what I'm saying? Now these companies are going to be, you know, coming to you looking for work. Now you can say, okay, well, shit, I got a company here. So they got 75-man workforce strong for painting. Now you can go look for some paint contracts and you can serve that work out to that person now, you know, making money as a middleman. If the government need bottled water, sure, you get your connection with some bottled water. You boom, now you're selling bottled water, you know, making money on the side, you know what I'm saying? You know, as a middleman, you know, so yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes I left my email in the chat if anybody wanted. Like so I got some contacts, you know, so I'm gonna get with Twines who'll be able to go ahead and pass them out. You know, so of different agencies and stuff.
Yeah.
again, guys, we appreciate every offer, opportunity that's been extended to us. Great work.
Yeah, another thing I want to say too, in relation to Sam, all y'all should be proud of yourself because we're the first we're the first group who've done a contracting course. From what I understand, we're the first ones where the students actually learn how to do their own sounds. So if you did your own sound, I take my hat off to you. Y'all know that ain't an easy thing to do.
No,
You know.
we take our hat off to you, coach, because listen, I'm 40, not really, but you know, I had never heard of Sam's in my life. When I heard Sam's, I thought Sam's Club. I had no clue. And within 30 days, you helped me to get put on with a EIN, you know what I'm saying? My Duns, my Sam's, like what's Sam's? Like people want me and I don't even know what I'm doing with this, but you gave us the fire. So
Yeah.
we take our hat off to you and we thank you because you put us on.
Yeah, and then y'all know how to do the sounds now, so you can add that. Everybody's in different areas anyway, just about, but you can add that sounds to your business, one of your business things that you do, your business fortes, because sounds ain't cheap. Me and Ed been paying Wallace for sounds $500
$500.
to do our sounds for what, about 5 years now?
For the
At least.
longest.
Yeah, we pay $500 because Chip Ellis charged $3,500.
Correct.
He want to taught me how to do sound.
So is it like, say for instance, like you said, you were paying somebody charging $5, is that per business or?
Yes.
Per business.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
I did it. I did it for a while. I was charging $500 for sounds, and I was so good, but it wasn't sound then, it was CCR. Man, I can run through, it'll tell you, I run through and do somebody's sounds, I'll be done with it in about 13 minutes.
Yeah.
But that was $500, you know what I'm saying? But
13 minutes.
In 13
yeah,
minutes, that's good.
College what?
I ain't been doing college. I quit school in 9th grade.
Smoking your blunts and shit. Your hat.
Yeah.
I ain't never smoked though. I ain't never.
I'm speaking for Ed.
Yeah, you're
Oh, now I know everybody not be over there smoking no goddamn blunt.
wide open.
Hey, after it took me 4.5 hours, I was about to light one up. I tell you what, the application.
Yeah, hey, but at the end of the day, you got a tool, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody ain't gonna want to do that sounds, and some
Definitely
people don't, when that lady that was on here, she ain't been on here in a long time, the one that worked with GSA, she told me, she said, when I seen you put step-by-step for sounds into this thing for people email telling them how to do it step-by-step, she said, I knew then, whatever you're trying to do is going to be a success because people don't get that information out. They say that for their clients to pay them to do it for them, But I wanted everybody to know how to do their sounds, because, the creator say his people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like it's a million of us in this group. It's only a small percentage of us. You know what I'm saying? I think it's about 60 something, 70 something. But anyway, and then maybe 25, 30 or 40 maybe be online, on Zoom. But it ain't a whole lot of us. But at the end of the day, you want to be able to say, hey, I know how to do the sounds. If you decided right now, okay, well, I'm going to start doing people's sounds for $400. Oh, you're going to make a killing because I don't know nobody that's charging less than $9 other than Wallace. Wallace ain't going to do everybody's stuff. He charged us $5 because we helped him got on where he working at, with the government. But everybody else, cheapest person I know is $900. He tell you it take him a week and a half, to do it. I could have walked to DC and came back my mother shit by myself in a week and a half.
Your feet bleeding and shit like the Trail of Tears.
Yeah.
Twyna, Ed, could you connect me with whoever I need to get with so that I could draw up something to start teaching these classes?
Yeah, we can get you that.
Me
Yeah, I can give you that.
Yeah.
I sent you a DM, Miss Steelers.
Right on.
What's a DM?
Direct message.
A chat.
How about
Oh.
this?
It's
How
like
about I
a
say this?
text.
Look, Twine, it's just my
Huh?
kids keep me young, so let me put you on game, as the young folks say. DM,
Yeah.
it's called Ebonics 101. DM means direct message.
Yeah, okay.
It may hit that inbox on the look.
Hey, Miss Saunders. Is Miss Saunders still on?
No, she gone.
Honestly, hold on.
Miss Saunders gone?
Yeah.
I
No,
am.
no, no,
I
no,
had to
no, no,
unmute
no.
myself.
There she go.
Hey. Hey,
Hi.
how you
Hey.
doing? There she go.
I'm
How
great.
you
How are
doing?
you?
I'm doing okay.
I'm fine.
Good. Listen, if you need me, or if your daughter and them or anybody need me, only thing y'all gotta do is call. Okay?
You know I will.
Yeah. She from my hometown, Ed.
All right. Great,
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, they from my hometown. Mm-hmm.
Great.
I
Yeah,
know.
so-
I know some of his people.
Yeah.
All
Uh-huh. I was a little bad when I was in that mode, so it ain't too many. Everybody knew me, or they knew and they know that I was a little bad boy right there. Close your door. But yeah, if y'all
Well,
need,
you sure have grown to be a very knowledgeable young man. I was very impressed with all the work and things that you were saying. For you to tell me that you quit school, and I was saying, my goodness, he knows a lot. I mean, you use your knowledge for good, and I appreciate it.
yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, my buddy Ed, there's quite a few more people too. My partners or whatever. We all used to work together. We were working for this company called Edison Swiss Offshore, and I started a company when we was working out there, and the big boss man, the man that was over where he the owner, Edison, what was his name? Gary Swiss.
Guess what?
He sent his son Dino down to talk to me and to tell me about this company, that I was starting at the time, you know what I'm saying? And our boss man, he was a white guy, George. I told George, I said, I'm gonna give you about 2 more weeks and I'm out of here. You ain't going nowhere. I said, yeah, all right, that's what you think. I told him, Ed, and a couple more women. We ain't been back to work since. We've been working for ourselves since. That been how long, everybody? That been a good little minute.
Yeah, well, 6, 7 years.
Yeah. So yeah.
It's good. It's smart.
Yeah. I seen him in the
Very
bank one
smart.
day. He said, is that you, Twine? I said, yeah. He said, oh man. I said, yeah. He said, what you doing now? I said, well, I kept my promise. I said, you can see one of my promises. He said, what's that? I said, I made you 2 promises when I left him out there. I'd never work for the white man again, and I'll always be this fine.
I like that.
Yeah.
I said, I like that.
Yeah.
I had to get back to my computer. Find Twine. Look.
Yeah, well, I ain't, that was what I told him deep back then, but I ain't, I ain't like that now, but
Ain't none of us like what we was when we was younger, but that ain't what makes us fine.
Amen.
Shit,
Amen.
our brains, how we take
Right.
care of our families, how we love our husbands, how we love our
Come on,
wives.
come on.
That shit make us fine.
yeah.
Them young people can have that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I really appreciate everybody. And then, like I say, if anybody got any questions or whatever, or if I need to get on a Zoom or something with you to help you, navigate on something, just all you gotta do is just call me. We'll set it up. To make sure everybody ready. But like for the next month or whatever, I will be, doing my little research on who I want to target, where I want to target at. Go back and look at some of the videos that we made on how to follow the money. That's one of the important videos on how to follow the money. It'll tell you how to do that. If you forget something or you can't remember something, just call me. And then, so like I say, December the 1st, what day is December the 1st on? Let's see.
Calendar.
On a Wednesday.
Wednesday.
It's on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
So on December the 1st, let's say around 7 o'clock, like now, we can do, we'll meet up again so I can see where everybody's at. And then by that time, everybody should be positioned to actually go ahead and start getting some of those smaller contracts. We can start helping each other then.
Like, why are you pulling it up by your email?
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. So one, hey, Mookie's still online or she gone?
I'm gonna jump on that.
You still on?
Oh, Mookie,
My cards, I will.
I'm gonna hit Mookie up when we get off of this so I can try to help her navigate on her thing.
All right.
Okay, appreciate it.
Okay.
Ready, because I want to put them on, if nothing else.
All right,
Good
then.
night, everybody.
Good night. See y'all later.
All right, good night. Y'all be good. Have a good weekend.
All right, God bless.
All right.
Thank
Good
you.
night.
All right, you're welcome.
Have a good Thanksgiving.
All right, you too. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye, Tatiana.
Good night, coach.
All right, good night.